everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be learning chapter Understanding the Weather. So let's start. Have you ever wondered that why you wear a raincoat one day and shorts the next? Weather affects us in so many ways. Today we are going to explore the fascinating elements of weather, how we measure them and why understanding weather matters so much. Let's kick things off with a simple question. What is weather? Weather is a state of Earth's atmosphere at a particular time and place. Now, the atmosphere, it is a layer of gases surrounding Earth, which we call air. Within this atmosphere, we have the troposphere, which is the lowest layer where all living organisms live and all the weather happens. It extends to 6 to 8 kilometers. Now let's dive into the elements of weather. First, temperature. Second, precipitation. Third, atmospheric pressure. Fourth, wind. Fifth, humidity. In the past, people rely on natural science to forecast the weather. For example, birds flying low and scaring eggs, and squirrel gathering nuts, frogs croaking loudly, pine's cone opening or closing. Today, modern approach is quite different. Scientists now use precise methods to measure and monitor weather elements. Meteorologists predict weather behavior in specialized instruments and data analysis. Speaking of measurement, let's talk about temperature. Thermometer is used to measure ambient, maximum and minimum temperature. With digital thermometers, we can use more precise data than the traditional liquid ones. Measuring precipitation. Rain cow collects rainwater in a cylinder with a funnel. How it works? Water collects in a cylinder with a scale to measure depth. Measurement. 5 mm height of collected water means 5 mm of rainfall in that area. Now let's understand atmospheric pressure. Barometer is used to measure atmospheric pressure. It measures atmospheric pressure in MB. The altitude effect means pressure decreases. As altitude increases, within is why air gets thinner in the mountains. At sea level, there is higher pressure within a normal of about 1013 MB. Next, let's talk about winds. Wind is measured by anemometer. Humidity is measured through hydrometer, and it's important for industrial processes and museums. Its maximum is air completely saturated with water vapor. Dry weather. Typical relative humidity range for dry conditions. Humidity is measured using a hydrometer. It's important for industrial processes and museums. Weather stations. Weather stations play a crucial role in tracking weather conditions. They combine multiple instruments to measure and track weather conditions at regular intervals. Then we have automated weather station. Self-operating systems using sensors to measure and record weather data without human intervention. It measures temperature, wind, humidity, etc. It is used in agriculture, aviation, navigation and environmental methods to make predictions. Importance of weather predictions. It helps us to prepare for extreme weather events. Conclusion. Understanding weather is essential as it influences our daily life, helps us prepare for extreme events and keep us safe from temperature to humidity and atmospheric pressure. Each element plays a crucial role in our environment. Thank you. Now let's go through the flashcards. What is troposphere and why it is significant. The troposphere is the lowest layer of the atmosphere where all the weather occurs. Significant because it is where all plants and animals and humans live. Which instrument is used to measure atmospheric pressure? Barometer, yes. True or false? Wind is the static movement of air in the atmosphere. False. Wind is the movement of air from high pressure to low pressure areas. Riddle. I measure how much water falls from the sky, collected in a cylinder. What am I? I am a rain cloud. Yes. What does a hydrometer measure? What does it measure? Yes, it measures humidity. Which weather instrument measures wind speed? Anemometer. It measures wind speed. Fill in the blank. High humidity can be found in dash regions, while low humidity is common in dash areas. What are the following answers for the blanks? Coastal and dry. Yes. True or false? Precipitation includes only rain. Is it true or is it false? False. Precipitation includes all forms of water falling from the sky, such as rain, snow, sleet or hail. What is the main purpose of weather predictions? What is the main purpose? Why do we predict weather? To help prepare for events like heavy rain, storms, droughts and heat waves. Yes. Which layer of the atmosphere is where all the weather occurs? As we did it in the first question. Yes, troposphere. Riddle. I am a tool that shows wind direction, often with a tail that moves. What am I? Yeah, I am a wind vane. True or false? A clinical thermometer is used to measure atmospheric pressure. What is it? What's the answer? Yeah, false. A clinical thermometer is used to measure temperature. Yeah, it's completed. Now, let's understand some weather with some questions. What is weather? Okay, I think I need to hide the answer. What is weather? Yeah, weather is the condition of Earth's atmosphere at a specific time or place. Which layer of the atmosphere is responsible for all the weather changes? As we learned, the troposphere is the layer where all the weather changes occur. How thick is the troposphere at poles? Answer. The troposphere is about 6 kilometers thick at the poles. Like this. This is a troposphere. 6 kilometers thick. Why do people in different regions experience weather differently? What's the answer? People experience weather differently depending on their regional temperature, humidity, rainfall and seasonal patterns. What type of clothes do people wear in winter? People wear warm clothes during winter to protect themselves from the cold. These are some warm clothes that we wear. How did people in earlier times predict rain using nature? Yes, as we learned, people observed signs like clouds, wind, direction and animal behavior to predict rain. Which instrument is used to measure temperature? Yes. Do you know, we also measure our body temperature using a thermometer. So, we use a thermometer also to measure our weather's temperature. This is a thermometer scale, and this is a thermometer which has a mercury which helps to indicate how hot or cold the air is. Which instrument is used to measure atmospheric pressure? Yes, a barometer is used to measure atmospheric pressure in millibars. What causes breathlessness at high altitudes? Breathlessness at high altitudes is caused by the thin air and low oxygen level at the mountains. What is the normal atmospheric pressure at sea level? Yeah, we learned all of this. A normal atmospheric pressure at sea level is about 1013 millibars. What does an anemometer measure? Yeah, it measures speed of the wind in kilometers per hour. Which instruments tell the direction of the wind? Yeah, it's a wind vane. It shows a direction from which the wind is blowing. So it looks like this. Where is a wind sock commonly used? A wind sock is commonly used at airports and industrial areas. What is humidity? Yes, we learned all of this. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the air. Which city has the higher humidity? Kochi or Jaipur? Kochi. Yes, because Kochi has more rainfalls compared to Jaipur, and more rainfall indicates more humidity. Now, what is mean daily temperature formula? Mean daily temperature is calculated by adding maximum and minimum temperature and dividing the sum of two. What is an automated weather station, AWS? Yes, an automated weather station is a system that measures data using sensors without human help. This is an automated weather station. Who is responsible for issuing weather warnings in India? The Indian Meteorological Department, IMD, is responsible for issuing weather warnings in India. This question is important. This is the logo. Okay, so we are at the end. I hope you had fun understanding the weather with me. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.